Questions for Marcus?
Hey, Marcus. Derek White had 2 huge blocks tonight, one on John Wall, one at the end of the game. He's actually second in the league among guards in blocks this year. What are you seeing on him from defense this season, and what's it like playing next to a guy like that?
I'm saying exactly what we expected to see from D. White on that end. It's one of the reasons, we wanted him here. Just another guard that we know can hold his own on the defensive end and, help us on that end. So, to be able to lead, be second in the league with that is tremendous. And, we love it and we need more out of him from it. We need to keep it going.
Marcus, you've been finding Jalen on cuts, not just in transition where he seems to be, instead of flaring out, he's really making the emphasis to get to the bucket, but he's cutting from the corner a lot. Is that something you two have discussed or have seen on film? How has that kind of progressed?
Yeah, it's just something I'm constantly talking to him and Jason about, you know what I'm saying? We get out and run, their speed and their athleticism. A lot of time is our advantage. So, when he's cutting hard like that, it's hard for anybody to keep up with him. So, it's just one of those things where, I give him a look and he knows, go back door. He might not get it, but at least he knows we're going to keep the defense honest for when it's time to get that pass. And, it usually comes late because teams usually fall asleep on it.
And today you ran off of their makes and got a few buckets out of that. Did you see this as an opportunity to do that in this particular game? Is it just part of the emphasis on playing with pace?
Just part of the emphasis. When we're playing with pace, make or miss, we're a dangerous team. When you get the ball out off of a make and you come right back down on the team that just scored on you and you score back, that's demoralizing to them, especially when they're trying to get momentum going and you just take it from them.
Marcus, Jalen, I think he scored 20 points in 26 of the last 27 here. He's getting his own, but he's also fitting in with the team here. What have you kind of seen him do over the last year or so here when you talk about his ability to play with Tatum and you to make this all work?
He's just getting to his spots, and he's making the right play in those spots, whether that's to shoot the ball for himself or, he draws extra defender and he makes the right pass. So, and he's doing it at the right time, Jason's hot. He sits back and allows Jason to get going. And then, Jason comes out the game, he takes over, and then when he's hot, Jason sits back, allows him, and they just been playing off each other. And when you got two guys as talented as them to be able to do that, it's tough to guard. It's tough to guard. So, we love it. We keep constantly telling them too, especially Jalen. When you get to your spot and you make the decision that, you're going to do this every single time, it's hard to be stopped.
And what have you, how comfortable have you kind of gotten in your role in this whole dynamic here in terms of playing next to them?
Very comfortable. For me, I'm playing right where I need to be, and I'm pushing the pace, and I'm just continuing to make the right pass for them, for anybody else, and the other teammates, myself. And, I think when I'm doing that and constantly, pushing the pace like that, it kind of forces them to come along with me, especially on those days where, the energy's not there, it's a little sluggish, shots aren't falling. And, it's a little bit tough to get going, and I just try to, constantly hold them accountable and continue to push them.
Marcus, how much do you enjoy a game like this where Damon talked about the Clippers being kind of a 90s style team, take away your best player, play physical, mentally challenging. So how difficult is this type of game? How much do you enjoy this type of game?
I enjoy it a lot. This is a game that I strive in. This is my type of game, when I'm allowed to be physical and, use my physicality to my advantage. So, I'm a really good player, especially on the defensive end when it comes to that. So when I'm able to be physical, it makes me that more dangerous when I'm guarding somebody.
Final couple questions. Gary first. Marcus, you had Zubac tonight, and then Sengun, the Turkish kid against Houston. Then you had Brook Lopez. What is that like, knowing that you're going to have to guard a legit big most of the night? What's that? How do you kind of enter that matchup?
It's fun. It's a challenge. It's something new. I could try some things on that end. I can try different type of actions. To help my team. Especially when those guys get the ball. And 9 times out of 10, they got to work so hard to get the ball over me that by the time they do get it, the times ran off, and then the shot that they're going to take is probably not a good shot, and then that means that their star player probably isn't taking those shots, which is good for us. So it's a challenge, and I love it. This is a fun challenge, though, and I accept every last bit of it.
The interaction you had, we haven't talked to you since Christmas. The interaction you had with Giannis Antetokounmpo, can you tell us what happened there, or what that exchange was like, and how that got?
I mean, it's competitive. His brother got into it, and we're all taught as kids and siblings. You know what I'm saying? You stand up for your brother. So, when Giannis and JB kind of got into it, he jumped up and kind of pushed me in the back, trying to get on the court or something. I'm just telling him, like, calm down, like nothing's going on here. This is as far as it's going to go. You're good, I promise you. It's too much respect from both teams out here. Trust me, this is as far as it's going to go. And then, of course, we all know the official's going to step in. So it's not going to get that far. And I'm just telling him to calm down. But, somebody's picking on his brother. And, him being the oldest, you know how that go.
So was there an invitation to continue that discussion near the locker room?
Nah, it was an invitation if you wanted to. But I have, the respect for both, Giannis and Thanasis, sorry. Is through the roof, so you know what I'm saying. That's why when I came out the game, I went over to him, shook his hand, and told him, "We good, man. Just relax. I promise you. There's too much respect out here." So, just what I'm saying. It ain't that serious for us. And that's just it. I just wanted them to know. I'm saying I get it's your brother, but just calm it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his job. I can't even be mad at him. If my brother was into it as well, I'd be on the same type time he was on.
Marcus, I just want to know what you've kind of learned about this group, how you bounce back after losing 5 of 6. Like, you've been through a lot of these ups and downs over your career. What have you seen that kind of gives you encouragement now?
Our body language. Even tonight, Clippers went on a run, and our body language didn't change. We stayed the course. They hit some tough shots. They took the lead, and we just continued to come down and execute. And I think we're more as a team learning continuously each and every day how to play that way. It can get frustrating sometimes for us, especially when shots aren't falling, calls aren't going your way, and the other team feels like they're on the run. They got the momentum, they're making shots, and it's easy to let yourself go into those little lulls where you just get down. And for us, we're just trying to focus on not allowing ourselves to do that this year. We understand we're human, it's going to happen. Just try to, less than more of those times that we're doing it. So we've been doing a good job. We got to continue it. Thank you, guys.